Welcome back, friends. Today we're going to be creating a magazine spread, or actually one page of a spread. This was a requested tutorial in our Facebook group. If you're new to my channel, my name is Amy and I'm a Canvasador and a Canva certified community trainer. So if you're looking for a community to share your designs, just look in my About section and you will find my group and you can join it. All right, so I'm starting off with a blank workspace. This space is 8 by 10 inches. And I'm going to start this by adding some frames on my workspace. So I'm going to go over to Elements, and down here are the frames. I'm just going to use some basic square frames, and I'm just going to try and eyeball the proportion of these frames. I want even sides. I want an even amount of space on both of these sides, and then I want the images in the middle. Kind of like that. Now I'm going to zoom in a little bit because I want to kind of close that space in between there. So with the frame selected, I'm going to press my Control key and I'm just going to bring them tightly together like that so I don't see any white space at all. I'm going to grab those two. I'm going to press Control C and I'm going to copy them or duplicate them. I'm just going to paste and I'm going to bring them down here. Now I can see that that is centered. I'm just going to go back up here and just make sure that this is centered as well. And now it is. I only want one more, so I'll take a duplicate. And I'm going to put this duplicate in the middle. And I'm going to make these a little taller. All right. So for the background of this spread, I'm going to make it purple. So I'll click the background. I'll go to the color chooser. And I'm going to make it this color here. I'm going to go to Elements, and what I want is a baseball. So here, a baseball and a mitt. So I'm going to grab that, and I'm going to place this on my workspace. I'm just going to rotate it a little bit like that, and I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger. Now, when you're working with frames, make sure you don't move your cursor into the frame, because then that will drop your image in that frame, and you don't want that. So just work around or select it and move it while your cursor is not in that frame. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to grab that and I'm going to move it behind those frames. So I'll come to Layers. I'm going to grab that baseball and mitt, and I'm just going to drag it behind those frames like that. Now I'm going to grab that and I'm going to go to Transparency, and I'm going to reduce the transparency so that it kind of blends more in with that purple background like that. Now I'm going to go to Text now, and we're going to add some text. So I'll just click on my text here. And in this text, I'm going to type the name of my child. So with all caps, I'll just type Matthew. I'm going to grab this and I'm going to bring it right up here. And I'm going to make this a little bit smaller to fit right snugly in there. I'm going to select the text color chooser and I'm going to make it white. I'm also going to add a black outline. So I'm going to go to Effects, and this is the outline option, and I'm going to change the color of that outline to black, and I'll make it a little bit thicker like that. I'm going to add some more text to my workspace. I'll just press T, and that will place text on my workspace. I'm going to left align that text. And in here, I'm going to type the last name of, or my fictitious last name. And in all caps, I'm just going to type the letter and press Enter or Return. I'm going to grab this and I'm just going to make it a little bit larger. And I'm going to change the font to a font called Horizon. That's what it looks like right there. I'm going to bring this down a little bit, and I'll make it just a little bit larger. And I'm going to reduce the space in between those letters a little bit. So I'm going to come up here to Advanced Settings, and I'm going to decrease the spacing just so that I can make the letters larger, a little bit larger. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm going to leave it like that. Now I want the letters to be hollow. So I'm going to go to Effects, and I'm going to choose the hollow option. And I'm going to make the thickness a little bit thicker. I'm now going to make a copy of this, and I'm going to change the color of the text to white. And I'm going to position it right on top to kind of make it look like a 3D effect. Let me make that a little bit larger, just so that we can see it a little bit better. Okay, so that's what it's gonna look like right there. All right, let's zoom out a little bit. Now I'm gonna grab my text and I'm going to duplicate it, and I'm gonna bring that down here. And in here, I'm gonna type 23, and I'm just gonna make that a little bit larger. And you know what, I'm just gonna put it right there. It's now time for us to bring some images into this design. So I'm going to go to Elements. I'm going to go into my recently used, and I'm just going to put some images in there. I'm going to grab that. Now to move these images, if they're not in the right position for you, you can just double click on the frame and you can make them larger and just move them around to where you want them. We're now going to add some text on the side here, but before we do, we're going to soften that edge of that mitt. So we're going to go to Elements, and we're going to search for a gradient. Really, I want a purple gradient, but I'm not sure if I'm going to find a purple gradient. We can use this one here. Now, if you don't find a purple gradient or a gradient that you need, what we can do is you can just place a black gradient on your workspace like this. And you can go to Edit, and you can go to Filters or Duotone, and you can use one of the filters here to change the color of that gradient. So here are a couple that are purplish. So that's what that's going to look like right there. So it's giving a little bit of a blurring effect there. So I'm just going to take a duplicate of that and bring it down here. And it's behind the images, so that is good. We're now going to add some text on this side right here. So again, I'm going to come to my text in the sidebar, and I'm going to add this text here. I'm going to move this up here, and I'm going to add some text. Okay, so that is what the text looks like. Now I know you can't see it, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to change that text to yellow. So I'll come here and I'll change it to yellow. And now we're also going to add a shadow to that. So I'm going to go to Effects, and I'm going to use this shadow option right here. I'm going to change the shadow color to black. I'm going to increase the transparency, and I'm also going to increase the offset. And I'm also going to add more of a blur like that. Now, we want the text to actually fit the whole side panel here. I personally don't want it to overlap on the text, but if you like it that way, then that's something that you can do. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come up here. I'm going to leave it centered like it is right there. Now I'm going to decrease the size of this text box or make it more narrow because I want the text to be only in that right panel. But unfortunately, some of the text is like spilling outside, and some of it is kind of going to the next line, like the word remember. So I need to make this text size smaller. So I'm going to grab that, and I'm going to reduce the text size until remember fits all on one line. Okay, so now it's fitting all on one line. And now I'm just going to go down the text here and spread it out a little bit. And I'm just going to add a little bit more here. Love mom and dad. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add some space in between those lines, a little bit more space. So I'm going to grab that text box. I'm going to come back up here to advanced settings, and I'm going to increase the line spacing until it reaches the bottom of the page. And I just want to match it to the R on this side. So I'm going to go to position and layers. I'm going to grab those two text boxes because you'll remember that I created two texts, one for the white text and one for the black text to create that 3D effect. And I'm just going to move those to the bottom to kind of line up the R with the end of the text paragraph here. I'm going to grab Matthew now, and I'm just going to move that down a little bit. Let's move this up just a tad bit, and let's just spread that out a little bit more, like that. All right, so I think that is about it. Let me know, what do you think of this spread? Now you can also add some lines coming down here. I'm not going to do that. I think this is great the way it is, but I want to hear from you. What did you think of this magazine spread? Did you like it? Did you learn anything? Did you have fun with me creating it? Let me know down in the comments. And if there are any other tutorials, anything else that you want to learn, let me know in the comments as well. And I also have a tutorial request form in the description as well if you want to fill that out. If you want to hear more about my live classes, ask me in the comments and I'll give you more information. All right, guys, for now, I will say bye-bye until next time.